Well, it is dinner time, and tonight I'm going to make taquitos. If you've never had them before, you probably have. You just don't remember or know that's what they were called. So I have everything I need right here from my pantry, my refrigerator, my prepping. I need nothing else except for you to hit the like button as we move along into this new video of making taquitos for dinner. First, sip of my latte. Darn. All right, let's get going. Now, I already did my beans. I used pinto beans, fresh. I don't use can. I use fresh. I've already got these cooked. So we're going to get these in a skillet, and I'm going to make some refried beans. But before that happens, we need to get some rice started. So making taquitos, I've already got out of my freezer taco meat. It's already I ground the beef myself, added the flavorings. It's ready to go. I used the styrofoam from the meat I bought as a tray to put it on, kind of keep it together as I froze it. So here's my taco meat. I've got my tomatoes that I froze, bought on sale, thawed them, ready to use. My onion that I froze, and I've got my cheese that we make. As you know, we buy this when it's on sale in block form. I grate it myself. We portion it into serving sizes. So when I'm ready to make a dinner, bam, there it is. Right? And I have my tortillas that I need to get used up. Now, the nice thing about taquitos is you can do this as well. You can make them in advance and freeze them. No different than if you go to the freezer section at the supermarket right here and you buy frozen taquitos. Difference is these are fresh, no chemicals, no additives, and more affordable. So let's get the rice started first. So I always rinse my rice. So I think I'm going to just leave the camera where it's at and you can move around the kitchen with me. So let's get this rinsed and then we'll get it cooked. And while that's cooking, we'll tend to the refried beans that are already done. I just need to get them smashed. So I'm only going to use about 1/4 of a cup of rice. That's all I need. There's only 2 of us in the house. I'm going to rinse it, and then we'll get it into a skillet and cook it on the stove. We're going to make some Spanish rice, traditional Spanish rice. All right, so my rice is rinsed. Leave it sit here a minute. Get my skillet turned on, and then we'll get over to the stove. So I was taught long ago to make rice, you do it in a skillet. So we all have our own tradition, our own ways that we were taught to do things, or we adapted for ourselves as we became independent adults. So I'm going to get my skillet heated up. I'm going to use a little of morel lard, and this will be for the rice. You cook with what you want to cook with. You do you, boo. I don't apologize for anything I do, and nor should you. Get the skillet hot. All right, let's get the rice in there. And once again, we're only doing about 1/4 of a cup of rice. It's just Kevin and I. All right. Now, because we're going to make this into a Spanish rice, I need to get my tomato in there. Now, if you want, you can use real fresh tomatoes. You can use tomato paste. Now, we switch back and forth. Because tomatoes have been so expensive, we've been using organic tomato paste, which I really like. And we save the tomatoes when they're on sale at a decent price to use and cook with them when they're affordable. All right, so what we're going to do now is just flip my rice over a little bit. And it starts to brown. That's all I'm doing. Then we're going to put a little bit of tomato paste in the bottom of that. Once again, this is my organic tomato paste we buy, and I buy it at World Market, and that's the brand I use. It is called organic tomato paste. All right, let's stir that in there. Just like that. The next thing I want to do is get my spices in there. This is hot. I'm going to turn my fire down to about a 3.5, which is a medium low, because this rice is nice and hot. Tomato paste is in there. So let's get my spices in there. I like to use a little bit of chili powder, not much, like that. I like to use celery seed or celery salt, fresh from my garden. We hydrated this ourselves. There we go. I like to use our garlic salt, which we made from our fresh garlic as well, to hydrated it. There it is. And put water in there. Cover it. Leave it alone. We're going to start making refried beans out of the beans that I cooked. Now, I cooked the raw beans or the fresh beans for about 25 minutes on high, and I used about 1/4 of a cup again. You can see my rice is bubbling nicely, so now we're going to turn that down to low so it doesn't boil over the top, so that simmers and cooks very nicely. All right, so let's get the lard melted. Then we're going to pour the beans in. Once again, this is only about 1/4 of a cup of beans that I cooked. And I do have fresh tomatoes, so I'm going to add a couple of these tomatoes in there. Cook them down with those beans. Going to add a little bit of chili powder, not much. And I want a little bit of garlic. And we'll start to cook these. And I say, why spend that money at the grocery store to buy refried beans that have preservatives, salts, and chemicals in them when you can do it at home yourself? So those are boiling really nicely, and that's exactly what I want them to do, because we got to boil all the liquid out of here. You can see my tomato has cooked down nicely. Wonderful. This is how simple it is to make refried beans. Okay, I'm now going to turn the heat down because I'm now going to start to mash these into a paste. So I've turned it down to a medium low, and I'm going to use a plastic glass just like this. And all you're going to do is start to mash the beans. Push down on them with the glass, plastic, so you don't break glass. Push those beans down and mush them. That's all you're doing. We're just going to let those continue to cook into a paste. See how simple that is? It's exactly what you get out of a can at the supermarket. Okay, those are done. So get my beans out of there. My heat's still on low. Let's get the taco meat in there. The other gracious, beautiful thing I love about cooking after prepping is it makes my cook time quick. I don't have to struggle trying to figure out what it is I want to make because I've already got it prepped. And cleanup is such a breeze. Here we go, taco meat. And I'm also going to add some of my prepped frozen onions that I've now let thaw right in there and let them cook down. And I'm also going to make a little bit of homemade salsa. So I'm going to use the rest of the tomatoes, put them in a pan here. The onions, but I'm only going to use half of these. That's a lot for salsa. There we go. Let's put the rest of them in with the rice. Why not? Won't hurt a bit. So my salsa is cooking down nicely, as you can see here. Tomato and onion. Very nice. Now, if I had jalapeno peppers, I'd have put them in there. But we have a recall. If I had a little bit of bell pepper, I'd put it in there. Too expensive. So I improvise. If I don't have it, you create it. So let's put in a little bit of chili powder. The garlic. Not much. Now, because I don't have jalapeno peppers, we're actually going to make a tomato onion cheese salsa. All right, so you can see here, my salsa is done. That's cooked the way I want it, just like that. Hand blender on it. So I got a little bit of water in there, just a little. Gonna use my hand blender. Just like that. We have it blended. So now I'm going to add my shredded cheese that I already had prepped in with the tomato sauce. Which is going to give us our Mexican, Italian salsa. So be creative. See how wonderful that looks? Good salsa. All right, just let that set. And let's come back to the meat. Okay. All right, let's cover that up some more. Let it continue to cook. The rice is cooking, all's good. Well, the meat is done. The beans are done. The rice is done. So now it's time to make taquitos. I had to take my apron off. It was too hot. All right. Simple, simple, simple to make these taquitos. You're just going to roll the meat inside of your tortilla, and then we'll fry them. All right, so let's get some meat in there and some beans, and then we'll fold them up. Nice. All right, let's go get these cooked. Same skillet, just wiped it clean. Let's get some oil in there. We'll get these taquitos cooked. So now you're just going to set these in there. We're just going to do 2 at a time. That way I can turn them. Okay, and then outside of a few dishes in the sink, the kitchen is virtually clean. So let's have a taquito. So, this is exactly what Kevin and I will have for dinner, but it's still a little early, about an hour and a half away, but I do want to show you how this looks. So I have a little bit of refried beans left right here. The rice is done. Look how beautiful that turned out. Nice and fluffy. Look at that, isn't that nice? So there's some Spanish rice right there. And we'll have a taquito. And we have our cheese tomato salsa we made right there. Put a little bit of that on the taquito. The rice if you choose to. A little bit of sour cream. Right there on top of the taquito. Isn't that nice? And there we have a traditional Mexican dinner. Spanish dinner. Refried beans, Spanish rice. With that sour cream. Wow. You're not getting this at a restaurant. This is so good. Let's bite into that taquito. That's wonderful. I invite all of you to make this easy to do. All the ingredients are in your kitchen anyhow, if you're a prepper. Oh my God. Make this. Tell me how yours turned out. I've not made this in a while. This is so good. The onions, tomatoes, taco meat, all of it was pre-prepped. Homemade cheese salsa. Just not forget the hot sauce. So I thank you for coming along, watching the video. Make yourself a dinner. Let me know how yours turned out. So good. So I'm going to finish this up. Don't forget to give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Till next time. Ciao. No apologies. You do you, boo.